Hello Trophy Hunters, welcome back to the channel. This is episode 3 of the Platinum Trophy Show Remastered. This is the show where we take a look at all the trophies that have gone up on PSN profiles this week. As I mentioned at the top, this is episode 3 and it is for the week of the 18th of May 2020. Let's dive straight on in. So when we left off last week, the last game we looked at was Warface Breakout. Today, there's not a ton of stuff. Like you can see, I mean, it's like less than a page of content that's come out this week. But I thought we would start off with Thy Sword. Now this is a Ratalaika game that came out last week on the PlayStation Store. It's a very, very easy Platinum trophy. And this is pretty much a gimme. I think it's a little bit harder than some of the other Ratalaika games, but if you're after an easy Platinum trophy, this one's only going to take you about 30 to 40 minutes. It's like a 2D night hack and slash game, I guess. I don't know. Ratalaika doesn't have like preview images up the top. I'm not sure why. Okay, next up we'll talk about Golf with Friends. Unfortunately, no one's got the Platinum for this one yet. Now, we looked at this on the drop this week, and I said that it looks like a pretty easy Platinum, but a time-consuming one, and I still stand by that. I think there are some trophies in here that look like they could be a real pain, like making 1,000 shots and 500 shots. But apart from those, there's nothing that's going to be really difficult. There's trophies for getting like par and birdie, getting 50 pars and getting a hole-in-one, but I'm guessing there's a place where you can do that in the game. It's not too bad. I think the trophy list is a pretty easy Platinum all in all, and this is supposedly a really solid game as well. So that's Golf with Friends. I was hoping this Pity Pit game was a Ratalaika game, so I've just done a bit of research on it and I can't find that out. But it looks like a Dig Dug type clone. There are a couple of like time-consuming golds in here though, but like buying 3 materials and 5 materials are golds, detonating bombs, killing enemies. They're all gold trophies, which would seem like pretty easy gold trophies. So that could be something not too bad as well. We talked a little bit about Pixel Ripped last week, but the trophies hadn't gone live for it yet. They have now, and it's a pretty gold-heavy list, which is cool. The descriptions of the trophies are the weird, vague ones that don't actually tell you what they are though, so it's kind of hard to determine exactly what's required. Like if we hone in on just the golds, we've got shoot all distractions, finish level 3 without waking up mum, complete all levels in one sitting. That could be hard. Complete the game without dying. I mean, that could be hard as well. Yeah, I'd say this isn't a gimme. Like those two alone, I think are probably going to make this a little bit more challenging. However, it's a really solid VR game with a Platinum, which is a pretty cool thing. Hunt Down we talked on the drop. A few of these we have talked about on the drop, so I'm not going to go over them, again. This one here, this Patata game, which looks like a adventure platformer type game, appears to be an easy plat as well because you've got a 30% completion percentage. And you've got a couple of walkthroughs here as well, so we looked at that on last week's drop, but that potentially has the ability to be quite easy. Maybe even Emma Lost Memories, which was that sort of platformer where the platforms are disappearing, just because it has a kind of high average percentage. It says no platinum, no platinum, no platinum. Tentacle Champs, but it's a really bronze heavy list, so we'll miss that. I really want to only focus on the ones where I think there's going to be like value in looking at them in terms of easy plats and kind of things that are relevant to the channel. I have held off for as long as possible recording this as well because I was hoping there would be more games drop on a Sunday. Normally there's a big drop of games on a Sunday on PSN profiles, but nothing got uploaded to the servers. West of the Dead. Look, I'm going to cut all that out. I just spent a while going through that game, but I don't think it's going to be easy, so I'm just going to try and keep this as like short and succinct as possible. This one here, Little Town Hero. This isn't necessarily going to be an easy Platinum, but it's interesting because this is a game developed by Game Freak, and they are the developers of Pokemon on the Nintendo platforms. So it's kind of cool to see them bring a game to PS4 and Xbox One. What do we got? We got a really bronze heavy list, 29 bronze, 13 silvers and 2 golds. Let's have a look at the 2 golds. Gold is for finishing the game or watching the ending, and for defeating all monsters in hard difficulty. And there's a whole bunch of trophies about hard difficulty as well. So I would say not an easy Platinum, but a game to look out for. The fact that the trophies went live for it was kind of exciting, and people are playing the game as well, which means it's obviously got review codes going out in the West. It means it must be coming out in the next couple of weeks, but that has piqued my interest as well. Just the developer, I think, is what I'm curious about, to see what kind of game they make next. They have released one other game on PlayStation, but it was a long time ago, so it's kind of cool to see that. This one here, Octonauts, got no bronze. It's just golds and silvers, collecting diamonds and gems and things like that. Let's have a look at this one. I have no luck finding anything out about this game. The Octonauts is a TV show, so anytime you search Octonaut, that's all you find. Even Octonaut PS4 and stuff like that just comes up with no information about the game. Alright, we found it on Steam. It's a shoot 'em up type game. I don't know, this game's weird. It's like really hard to find anything about. It looks like a side-scrolling shoot 'em up type game. This could be an easy plat. I think like the defeating the particular bosses is probably where I see concerns, just because these games can be really, really hard as well. Killing like enemies is just cumulative, and then collecting the different things, it depends on like if they're just cumulative things or you have to finish a particular level. If you have to finish a particular level, then these are going to be super challenging. So it's worth keeping in mind. Okay, that's Octonaut. Dungeon of the Endless, we will skip over this Monstrum game I want to talk about, and then Concept Destructions and Minecraft. So let's start with Monstrum. Now this is a first-person horror game that came out on Steam and PC a while back. We looked at it on the drop this week and it looks kind of interesting. It's like a randomly generated world. These different monsters in these environments that are like randomly generated. Repeating myself there a little bit, but it's got a decent looking list. I don't think it's going to be an easy plat, but it's got a short trophy list, which is always kind of nice as well. This is probably for escaping. This is for like collecting items, get killed by a monster after falling into a trap. I went through the list on the drop, so I don't really want to go through it a second time, especially because I don't think it's going to be an easy plat, but I am interested in this game. I think I'm going to check this one out this week. It's been out on Steam for a little while now. It's just coming to consoles. I looked up the dev and I couldn't find the information out about them. So this is the other game coming out this week. This is Concept Destruction. This is a Rattlika game, so this is going to be really easy. A lot of these trophies are like finishing levels, or doing something in a particular level, or crashing in a particular way, and destroying rival cars, surviving for 3 minutes, drive for over 5 minutes, hit the hidden ball in the stadium, get out of the driving arena in school, get out of the arena in balls. Depends on what the game is. I don't know how long it's going to take, but traditionally like an hour, I would say, for a Rattlika game. Lastly, there's Minecraft Dungeons. This is the like a third-person asymmetric dungeon crawler type game that's set in the Minecraft universe, coming out on all platforms next week, I believe. Now, I don't think this will be an easy platinum, but there's a lot of silvers and golds in here, which is kind of nice. I don't know how the game plays exactly. Like, it seems sort of Diablo-y turn-based. There's trophies here for completing different levels, killing 10 mobs with TNT, equipping a gear set consisting of full enchanted items. It's probably quite a challenging thing to do. Defeats an enemy on the Apocalypse difficulty, which is probably the hardest difficulty in the game. Defeating a particular enemy as well. That's probably the final boss. Collecting 5,000 emeralds, reaching level 50. So it's like a time-consuming one. Like, if we're being honest, I'd say this is a pretty standard trophy list. This is a play the game, do all the side missions, collect a whole bunch of stuff, play through the game again on hard, and reach max level, which is kind of standard for like a trophy list. So it's not that unusual. Yeah, so if you're after this one, you're probably going to begin it. It's going to take you a fair amount of time to earn. But on saying that, the game looks really solid and polished. So yeah, that's kind of cool. So that's all the games coming out this. Well, those are all the games that have come out on PSN profiles this week. It's a quiet week, I would say, of stuff popping up on PSN profiles. Not as much has come up this week. Yeah, I'm not sure why. It's just one of those things. The drop was really packed. There was tons of stuff coming, but so much of that stuff hasn't even gone live on PSN profiles yet. We still don't have the trophy list for Maneater or Saints Row or any of those things up on here yet. So they'll be coming later in the week, no doubt, but they're just not there yet. But I wanted to get this episode out because I think it was due yesterday, so thought I'd record anyway, even though it was a shorter week. Is there anything in here that you guys are interested in? Is there anything I've missed? Is there something in here that's an easy platinum that I've just glazed over? If there is, let me know in the comment section down below. so we can tell the rest of the community and we can keep everyone else updated. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, then I don't know what you're waiting for. You can subscribe for free down below. So don't forget to do that either. Yeah, I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video.